long, slow recovery for Innisfail, but the community spirit here has been the driving force behind getting the town back on its feet again.
The day after has been long and tiring. It was clear the damage was much worse than expected.
And the place was an absolute mess. You know, farmers that tend a lot to their farms, they were actually ruined. All their crops and everything were down. They had sort of no light at the end of their tunnel, so to speak.
I've got about 40 hectares of bananas, and basically after Cyclone Larry, it's just all flattened. There was nothing left at all.
It's thought that 90% of the industry has been destroyed, with losses of more than $100 million.
It was only us, the local people here, and the army. We were left really on our own. We were very isolated. We'd lost water, we'd lost power. We went from the 21st century back to about the 18th century as far as living conditions is concerned.
You can't do this anymore.
Let me tell you, you never want to see this type of devastation anywhere ever again.
The biggest disappointment was actually seeing the devastation that was left behind. It sort of hit me and I was sort of a bit affected and a bit emotional about it, that's for sure.
It does change as a person. You don't feel as indestructible anymore. Yeah, everything can just be pulled out from you, just like that.
Keep on thinking of the good times. Will they ever come again?
First off, you've got to tidy your house up and get that livable, and then you start back on your rest of your property, just resurrecting bit by bit.
Everyone lends a bit of support to everyone else along the way, but you definitely got to show yourself as being strong and work through it.
There were times when you get a bit down and you think, Jesus, is it going to be worth it? And when we come back, is it going to be a viable industry and everything again?
With estimates of more than $1 billion in damage, rebuilding the region's infrastructure has been a major undertaking. The government has donated more than $400 million, and the Cyclone Larry appeal has received $21 million in public donations, which goes a long way, but it's still $600 million short. So every little cent counts. And to find out how you can donate to the Cyclone Larry appeal, just simply log on to the website below. Well, with us right now is Peter Cosgrove, head of the task force that's been involved in getting Innisfail back on its feet. Peter.
How are you?
Absolute pleasure to meet you. You've done some incredible work here. Can you tell us a bit about what's been happening over the last few months?
Well, for the last almost 6 months, what we've had is a huge outpouring of work and focus by the people in the area, people from outside, builders who've come in to help, insurance companies, police, fire, ambulance, everybody's pitched in and made this place a lot better than it was on the 20th of March. And events like this, I have to say, I mean, the fact that you've come in, this is going to boost morale here at the school, and for all the parents, shows them that people are noticing. So, yeah, there's been a lot of people gather around, and morale is pretty high. What about this? I'm on a bit of a diet, so I only have one scotch.
We've never had so much food, have we, mate?
Keep up the good work, kids. Doing a fabulous job.
Is this the art class?
Yeah.
That's good, because my name is Mr. Cam. And what's your name, little fella?
Hello, I'm Nigel.
Hello.
Is that a picture of you?
Is that a picture of me?
It's you, Mr. Cam.
Very nice.
Well, this is our little butterfly house. It's made out of a galvanised frame. And over the top of this will be a shade structure that's been custom made. Whoa! And hopefully when the butterflies are in it, the roof won't fall in like this, but it's got a zip on one side so the butterflies can actually get in. And did you know, and I thought this was amazing, that there are almost 400 species of butterflies throughout Australia, and over 300 of them exist right here in Queensland. So they're going to have a ball looking at all these butterflies, and they can learn how they reproduce, get a better understanding for their own environment. It'll be beautiful. Come on, boys. Welcome back to our Aussie Junior Landcare Blitz special. And here we are at Innisfail High School, about an hour south of Cairns. It was the school most affected by Cyclone Larry. And as you can see, things are right on track. And here's where we come in. When I say we, of course, I mean the kids as well. You see, we're about halfway through reconstructing their existing schoolyard into a wildlife refuge for marsupials, insects, birds and fish. And a brand new outdoor environmental science lab. And we're having a ball, aren't we, guys?
Yeah!
Look out, look out!
This fabulous wetland has been around for about 20 years and they're kindly giving us some of their fabulous plants for our wetlands. But of course, when you are harvesting wetland plants or water plants in general, you must don the proper attire. I'm going in. Oh, it's quite deep. This is one of our wetland species and it's called jointed clubrush. Magnificent plant, and it's great for deeper waters because these stems will get anything up to about 2 metres in length. Now, where normal plants absorb a lot of oxygen from their roots, water plants obviously don't have that opportunity because they have such wet, soggy conditions all the time, not a lot of oxygen in water, so they hold a lot in their stems. And this is also another good thing for buoyancy, so all these plants can sit out of the water successfully and not move around too much. This is what's known as an emergent plant, which means it emerges out of the water. Then you have your submersibles, which are fully under the water, and then your buoyant plants, which sit, or floating plants, which sit on top of the water.
Righto, team. Good of you to come along and help out. You've got your tools. You ready to go?
Yeah!
Good. That's good. Now, all of this yummy stuff here is clay. And what we're going to use that for is to seal the bottom of the wetland area. That's going to be almost like our pond liner, if you like, OK? We've had to dig holes through that pond liner or through the clay to put our posts in the ground. So your job is to basically get the clay, pack it around the base of the posts, and then really compact it in nice and tight and seal it up so no water escapes, all right? Yep. OK? Yeah! That's good. Get into it, guys.
You've got a reputation. Well, I guess they could be explored. You're dancing with the chairman of the board.
Well, these are our tanks. They've been kindly donated by Oz Poly Tanks. The big ones for the rainwater, and we've got 2 of the smaller aqua tanks for the barramundi and the crayfish. And what's great about this is they're going to be fed